Hello, cosmonauts. It's I, the station captain, Jeff, here to share with you the final production of Intrepid. We received this from the manufacturer a little while ago as a check to make sure everything looked good. Everything was good, that's why we were able to wrap up production, but we wanted to share it with you so you can see everything you're getting. In this core box, you're going to have everything. It all fits nicely. It includes the mission critical expansion, that's why there's nothing in this box, as well as if you ordered the South Africa mini expansion, that all fits in here as well. So we can get rid of those, and let's dive into the box and take a look. Alright, so first thing we got is a bunch of manuals. So I'll start with the big one here. This is the core rulebook. Has everything you need to know how to play. Very well laid out. Should be hopefully very easy to read and follow. So that's that. And we also have now some this is the here's the one we want. This is the appendix, which gives you all the details about how the different countries work, how the different disasters work. So this is good. You can pass this around. That's for the core game, and then for the countries and disaster in the mission critical expansion, come in this little booklet here, so you can read about how the different countries and disasters work there. And then, of course, for South Africa, just a really quick, brief little overview of how that country works here in that little booklet there. So that's that. Then we have the resource wheels here, you can see. So we have the dial here, which you'll be spinning as things get worse. You have the slots here to place your cubes, slots here to track your capacity, and any resource bonuses. So we have oxygen, climate, nutrition, and power. And then we have our nice, awesome board here, which folds out nice and easily here. Make sure you can see that. And this has all the slots where you can place the tiles with the push and tilt, and of course all the places to place your cubes as you're tracking your research and your emergency supplies. Also in the box here, we have each country has their own little tray. I'll pull one out here for you. So here, for example, is the United States. So you'd grab this if you were going to play the United States. Here is the country card, which you'll place on a resource board. Let me show you how that looks. So they just slot in right there. You also have a country player reference. This gives you a round reference on one side, and then country-specific information dealing with your complexity, any additional setup, any special rules, and a little overview of how the country works there on the player reference. And then you also have the country tiles. Nice thing about these are already separated out. So you need your starting tiles. Well, here they are. You place those on the board. You need your tier 1, your tier 2, all the way down 3 and 4. So nicely separated out for you, easy to grab and sort out. So thanks to Game Trays for figuring out that. That's fantastic. So that's the United States there. Here we have Brazil. Brazil and Canada have additional tokens, and those actually are stored right in here. So you can see here we have the lock tokens for Brazil, as well as our tiles, and they store right in this same container. So that's very convenient and easy to grab. So that's Brazil. Here we have the two South Africa countries. As you know, if you followed along, these play functionally the same, but they interact together in a unique way. So that's really fun if you've got that. Here we have Russia. We have the UK. We have Germany. We have Malaysia. We have Japan. And finally, we have Canada. And like I mentioned, Canada also has some unique tokens. They have converter tokens, which is unique to the country. So if we pull these up here, you can see here's their converter tokens right there in this container, ready for you to grab them. So extremely convenient. So when you're ready to play, you're just going to grab a country container like this, has everything you need, and then you're going to grab a die container, which just a second, I'll grab that out for you. So here's a die container, and this has all the dice that one player would need, as well as the tokens they'll need for their resource mat, all right there, ready to go. So that's very convenient. So we have, move this out of the way here. So 4 different dice containers. All right, and then now we have, you can peek inside here, we have all the cards you're going to need. So, like, for example, if you want to play the Meteor Shower Disaster, here's the cards ready for you to go. Here are also the career badges, which you're also going to need when you set up a player. So, let's go back down here. So you're going to have the country mat, and then you're going to pick a career mat to go with it. And that's everything you need. So those are all stored in the box here. You also have, here is the Toxic Leak Disaster deck. Underneath there you have a bunch of tokens. You have some Amplify and Strain tokens. Here is your disaster die, if you need those. It depends on the disaster you're playing. Here's a bunch of cubes. These are scenario tokens that you'll need depending on the scenario you're playing. Here are the mission cards that you'll need in order to win the game. Here is the training simulator. That's a special disaster you can play the first time you play the game and kind of teach you how to play. Here we also have some disable tokens when your tiles get disabled, which is very unfortunate, but it does happen. And then finally we have Solar Storm Disaster. That comes from the expansion. So with all that, now let's see if I can figure out how to put everything back together. So we're just going to take this deck, drop it right there. Take the Toxic Leak deck. It goes in right there. And we got these dice containers, some dividers. Let's see, let me organize this real quick. Alright, so this goes here. Take these in stacks of 3, and they have very convenient spots for them inside the box. Let's zoom in on that box there. So you can see we just put these right in their spots, and these are actually built so they stack on top of each other very nicely. So they won't move around very much. Let's drop there on the side. Alright. And then we'll put the board away. So that just folds up like that. Drop that in there. And take these resource boards. Right there. And then we put the manuals in. And the lid on top. So there you go, organized very nicely, very neatly, and ready to play. So that's your little peek inside of the Intrepid box. Comes with both the expansions ready to go. I hope you're excited. We're super excited. Hopefully we'll be on a boat soon, and then it'll be at your doorstep. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.